Have you ever wondered why some people put off getting well? So what happens is there's two types of people, right? There's the person who's not in a good space, life's not working, they're stuck, they're struggling, they're in physical pain, and then they go out seeking help from someone, some expert, some healer, someone who's got information, and what happens is they learn and learn and learn and try and explore new things until they find a solution that works for them. And sometimes it's just by meeting the right person who's able to help them, and sometimes it's because they have to go on a quest and they're just relentless in searching out stuff until they get the insight that they need. And then on the other hand, there's people who kind of put it off, waiting, thinking that it will pass and hope it will pass and hope it will get better. And some of them, maybe they learn to kind of put up with it, and maybe along the way they discover a few things. But sadly, what I see so often with those people is they have to wait until things get so bad and so painful before they finally put their hand up and say, I need help. And sometimes people are in such a bad place that they withdraw from the world and they don't seek help, which makes sense when you're having that experience. But then how can you be helped and if you're not reaching out and letting people you're not seeking stuff? And that's why sometimes people get stuck in these ruts. And so if you are going down that path, at any point you can make a decision to start learning. I mean, listening to this can be learning, finding new things to follow on Facebook or kind of Instagram or whatever. You can kind of be inspired, and that can be considered learning and growing, and going to the library and buying books and meeting people and having conversations, and all these things can slowly take you in this new direction. See, the people who get the most amazing results, it always begins because they have a desire within themselves that says, I want to get well. I want to do something to improve my quality of life, and they create in their mind like a focus of where they want to be and a strategic steps. Like there's a strategy behind what they need to do to kind of make progress, and they learn how to kind of navigate that world, because it's not always going to be smooth sailing. There's going to be roadblocks, there's going to be kind of obstacles, there's going to be detours, but how do you kind of navigate that? And these people have found a way to kind of make that process fun, or at least to kind of do it in a way that it produces results. And so I like it when people kind of have that hunger within because they need a change, even if it's because they've been in a bad place for so long, because they've been rejecting kind of doing what they need to do. But because, it's sad, but once they get to that point, then they can ignite this fire within. And so I encourage you, if that's almost little, there's that potential there, light it, be excited, seek, have that desire for wanting more in your life, because when you do, then people's lives change. I see it all the time. In someone's initial consultation, they have a chat with me, and I can see who's got that fire in their belly, who's really wants it. And when some people, they just take off like rockets. They make such massive change so quickly because they are there. And other people sometimes need to go through a few more pain cycles before they're really willing to listen. Where are you on the cycle? Are you someone who normally kind of puts things off and waits things until they get just too bad before you pay attention, and you are avoided, you get distracted from things? Is that your coping strategy? Or are you someone who's more proactive and you say, I want this? You kind of book the appointment, you do whatever you need to do to take action. Inspiring. Look, it doesn't matter where you're at now, but there is a consequence of being in the pathway that causes more pain. The obvious thing is you spend more time in life in pain. And so a lot of what I teach people is strategies, and sometimes that strategy, like every strategy, has a consequence, a cause and effect, and that one seems to hurt a lot of people for a lot of time, and we're only on this planet for a short amount of time, and so I know I want to enjoy it. I believe we're here to kind of be able to enjoy it and get so much from this life. And so when you kind of have this kind of different kind of shift in your thinking, and you can kind of access different things and move in this direction, well, we see some amazing things. So it doesn't matter where your starting point is. What do you want? What do you want? Well, I hope I've said something that inspires you. If you like this, please share it with someone else. That would be really helpful to kind of help other people, because you don't know who's kind of quietly holding on to this kind of bad strategy and avoiding doing what they need to do to make some kind of positive change. I've had some amazing friends, and I won't hear from them for a period of time. And don't really think much of it, but only later realizing in hindsight that was a pattern. Whenever they were in a bad place, they withdrew from the world and they shut the door, so I was unable to help them. It's a shame, because I have a lot that I can help, but the person always has to put their hand up and say, I need or I want first. And I understand that that's challenging at times. You know, you could be suffering whatever you got, really bad anxiety, you don't want anyone to know. That's fine. But when you go to the right place and people can help you, and you kind of go, wow. And I've had so many clients say, I wish I did something so much sooner. Maybe the soonest, the best possible time is now. Please share this with someone, because you never know who actually really needs it. And if you have any questions for me, please put it in the comments, and I'm more than happy to create some videos of content that you guys would like to hear.